EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Baltimore Ravens and the Carolina Panthers. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olson. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 22 now, here's second and 8. Another run here with Mitchell. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
26. A gain of 4 brings up third and 4.
Back to throw, Jackson. He connects with Mims. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. On fourth down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and
12. It is third and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. A pickup of 14 on that ball. It's good for a Panther first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
13 yards on the play.
Call it a gain of 13. It's a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up.
A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 9.
From the 43, here's second and 9. Another run here with Hubbard. Has some room inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he's in. Touchdown, Panthers. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mixing run, mixing pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Off the play fake, Jackson. Rolling right. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big play there for Baltimore. It's a gain of 34.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put...
And he's in! Peyton Mitchell, touchdown Ravens. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. There's a short one caught by Fireman. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Third and a yard. On play action, here's McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. On 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
He's got some space past the 20. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Now Jackson on the move. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one. Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the zone read, it's Mitchell. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He gets this one to Moore. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
We're going to run right over center with Hubbard. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. T.J. Sanders there to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And we will not have a return. This one hits in the field of play and bounces out of bounds.
27-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. They'll run it over center with Mitchell. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On 1st and 10, Jackson to the outside, complete to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here, pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal. The Panthers will take their 1st timeout, and they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this 1st half. They'll go big, 3 tight ends in the formation for 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. He slams it in there, and he is in. Peyton Mitchell, touchdown Baltimore. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
The kick is good.
What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
And they're on the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy.
McCarthy's pass complete to number 84. It's a pickup.
They'll
of
work
6.
now on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
It's 3rd and 4. Here's McCarthy. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Ravens has it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
A first down throw for Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Now McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make. is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It's first down, and they'll run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 41, here's second and 9. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. They'll go three tight ends here on first and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 4. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Baltimore.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Ravens.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back. And you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And this will be a Panthers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Loss of a yard.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and That's a great example why.
And this ball incomplete on third down. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. He's on to punt it for the fourth time tonight. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Jackson going to keep it himself. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, shades of college football, old school offense there. They run option, and they pick the right option. The quarterback keeps it for the touchdown.
And the key to defending an option play, Mike, is that every defender executes their specific job. In this case, the defender who was responsible for the quarterback, he completely loses sight of him, and it was all the space the quarterback needed to take it to the house.
This will be returned from the 6. Good return as he takes it across the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Panther first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 18. A big play for the Panthers. 35 yards.
10 at the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Got his man at the 6. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
2-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Brooks. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. On the run to the right. That one, take it in. Middle of the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Carolina.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Slot man gonna move in motion left. Jackson gonna give it up on a pop pass. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 7. Throwing Jackson. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
It's going to be third. They need one. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return. Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. McCarthy to the air on second down. He'll air one out for Higgins. This pass deflected and caught. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. That gains an even 60 yards. On first down, it is Hubbard. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Panthers! His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll begin here on the ground. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Finding room at the 35. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go again with Mitchell. Room to run past midfield. And he's into the end zone yet again. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Panthers 22. Tyler Luke to kick off.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over. First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1 yard gain.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw is McCarthy. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
Was there defensively.
To throw, it's McCarthy. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. You got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Drive will start on the ground, and that'll be a pickup of 3. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Mitchell. And he's going to get upended right at the line of scrimmage. And he's picked up and thrown down. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. Jackson now, design bootleg, he's going to run with it.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll go. It's Mitchell. And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
First and 10. victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everyone.
Ready? 60 Eagle! 60 Eagle!